Yeah, and as we see Manly now, Cliff Lyons, and a great player for Manly.
In fact, the first player in Manly's history to achieve this magnificent milestone of 300 first-grade games. He really is nothing less than a freak. For a man his age, he is still an outstanding footballer and still one of the most damaging attacking players in the game. And in this first stanza, the Magpies to defend the northern end of Brookvale Oval. And John Skandalis is the first man in black and white to cart the football up, and he's tackled on his own 20.
Sherry, go in.
The Sea Eagles
keep your lock in, keep your lock
will feed the scrum on the West 30. Now from Brown, away to the magician Cliff Lyons. Now Reeves injects himself into the play. Got inside the first man, and Hodgson came from behind to claim him. Kosef away to Menzies now. Back to, oh gee, the ball almost came out of the back. Did well to control it. Now Terry Hill hitting the ball at pace. Big and strong, hard to stop. Western Suburbs managed to do it though. Back across the park through Brown, off to Driscoll. Led by Tate Mosley. Football stays alive. Cliff Lyons has got numbers and choices. Lyons to Menzies. How appropriate is that? How many times have we seen it? And on Cliffy's 300th first-grade game for Manly, he's done it again.
Well, it was always on. The offload was superb, and the numbers were there. And you could see Menzies, his eyes opened up like disc plates. He knew the try was on. Lyons to Menzies. How many times have we said that, as David Tapp said before? The offload was a beauty. What about the little short pass? Lyons to Menzies. And there's been so many tries scored that way. Once he gets the football, watch him hold the ball out in front of him. Just hold the ball in front, and just a little deft pass. And he's been doing that for what it seems to be an eternity. Great try there.
Yeah, Brown push that away. That certainly is no goal. Scoreline remains the same. The Sea Eagles 4, leading the Magpies no score. So West, another error, this time from Luke Goodwin. That is the third error early in the tackle count for Western Suburbs. They're putting themselves under plenty of pressure.
John Skandalis, get your head in.
Lyons fed the scrum on that occasion from Brown. Inside pass. Streaking away is Albert Torrens. They won't catch him. Another 4-pointer. Manly 8. Western Suburbs no score. They had the field position. It all happened quickly. Western Suburbs didn't mark up for the inside ball, Mario. And Torrens ran onto it like a steam train.
Well, field position, scrum on the 40-metre line. Torrens, and one thing Torrens has got is plenty of pace. And once he cracks through the line, there's few players that can pull him up. That's the payback. Western Suburbs pay the ultimate price. Scrum, it's obviously a set play. Brown, little turn on the inside. Poor missed tackle there. That was Scott Coxon. And then Torrens, as you can see there, he's confident he's going to get to the line, right underneath the post. So that's another try for the Manly side, and another mistake by Western Suburbs. That's punished severely.
Brown will attempt the conversion from 10 metres out right in front. And as you just said, Western Suburbs paying the ultimate price. Western Suburbs, I actually saw them behind the grandstand warming up before we came on air this afternoon, and they were all geeing one another up about the need for enthusiasm. They were screaming and yelling, and it hasn't happened so far.
Well, yeah, talk's cheap off the field. You've got to be able to do it on the field, and Western Suburbs aren't doing that at the moment. They look just, they're not talking and they're not moving up in defence.
Another chance for Frew. As he races down the eastern touchline, he's going to get there. Western Suburbs can't compete here at the moment. Another Manly 4-pointer to Andrew Frew.
Oh, worrying
Very nearly could have scored earlier too.
Yeah, the alarm bells are ringing already early in this game. 14 points to 0 after 15 minutes. Western Suburbs is making so many errors.
Mario, every time Manly attacks the left-hand side of Western Suburbs' defence, it is bearing fruit for them. That has to be the fourth break we've seen on that side of the field in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, but just terrible defence. I don't care what side you attack, but what's the offload by Kosef? And this defence here, he's got to be tidied up. He shows a fair bit of pace here through. He can't believe his luck. He's bouncing out of tackles. He thinks, hello, I'm in here.
Even Travis Baker trying to attempt some form of ankle tap when he was close enough to crunch him. This will be 16-0. All Manly at this juncture. There it is, 16-0, and there's a long, long way to go in this game. I believe at one stage through, certainly last year, anyway, was the fastest player in the Manly club.
Well, I believe you. He showed plenty of toe there, didn't he? Little hole down the side there, and Barry Davis just didn't mark up, and Frew had the pace to go on with it. Manly now, they're playing with this Western Suburbs side. So you see Tuvey nearly go through.
It's dead set touch football. Tuvey, the little general, plays it on his own 40. Now Lions, they've got a huge overlap again. Here they come again, the Sea Eagles. Menzies in support on the inside. Torrens obviously has the ball. Now Hopawate. It's all too easy. Another 4-pointer, thank you very much. We're only 20 minutes into the game. This scoreline's likely to be anything.
Yeah, Western Suburbs, just a very, very poor start. No effort at all. 20 points to 0. 18 minutes gone in the game. And it's just basic fundamental failure by Western Suburbs. The Lions pass with a beauty. Torrens, good pace there. Hopawate, jockey on the inside. Gets that football. It was always going to be a try. Well-constructed try as well.
Torrens, unselfish play. He could have got there by himself probably. Menzies was also in support. It was always going to happen. There was a huge overlap on the left-hand side as Hopawate slams it down for the 4-pointer. Now Brown, 15 metres out and 15 in from the Western touchline. Already kicked 2 goals this afternoon. He struck that quite beautifully. 22 points to 0 in favour of the Sea Eagles after 19 minutes of play. Jeff Tuvey comes to the sideline for a break. There's a Hopawate who's been very powerful in this game and got a beautiful pass away to Menzies. It's just all man. Look at Hopawate. Give me the football more, he's saying. Still got it away. Lions couldn't get his hand on that pass from Jim Sidaris. And this time Graham Mackay now on the field. So both coaches using the interchange bench overtime even at this stage of the game. Here's Menzies stepping inside. They won't stop the big fella. Here comes try number 5 for the afternoon.
Basic fundamental. One-on-one misses. And Western Suburbs in plenty of trouble now.
Oh, the Manly fans enjoying this. Menzies gets his second try.
Good pick up there by Mackay. The offload is brought down there. But the defence, as you can see, the Western Suburbs defence. Sidaris out of dummy half. Nice flat pass. Little jink there from Menzies on the inside. And there's no one home on the inside. The alarm bells are well and truly ringing now. Menzies, though, great to see him return to some good form. One thing he can do is run. And gets over the line now.
So now Adam Brown. Another shot at goal. He's getting plenty of kicking practice this afternoon. They struck that okay, but it's hooking away. No goal. 26 points to 0. 9 metres in for the Western touchline. Can they build any realistic pressure, Western Suburbs, as we see this time Tate Mosley going for a run? Met by Kosef, who's getting through a ton of tackling. The Manly number 13. Now Baker. Baker has cut them wide open. He'll get there, the Western Suburbs centre 3-quarter. And he's been threatening to do that on a couple of occasions today. But look at him. The emotion there, he's trying to rev the side up. Good try, good job.
Well, it's incredible how if you put a bit of pressure on a defence, things can open up for you. And they opened up there, just straight through a gap there. Travis Baker shows plenty of pace as well. And that's better stuff from Western Suburbs. But it was the tackles earlier that controlled the football, Western Suburbs, put a bit of pressure on. Mackay misread that. That tackle had to be made. Cunningham couldn't come up on the inside. And a bit of a confidence boost for Western Suburbs now. Lovely try by Travis Baker.
And the try scorer will attempt to convert. No breeze here to speak of this afternoon. Excellent conditions for rugby league. He struck that reasonably well, but waved away at the last moment. Harvey Howard playing the ball quickly. Jim Sidaris was in the way. Jed Watt said play on. Georgialis, good play. Found Hodgson on the inside. Little kick over the top. He turns Brendan Reeves around. Unfortunately for him, he couldn't get the ball back though.
I think the referee's got a call from the linesman. Forward pass. I think the linesman was pretty well spot on because as I saw it, I thought the pass went forward. But the better play by Western Suburbs. Here it is here. Georgialis, the inside pass there, just slightly forward. The linesman's right on the spot. The referee gets the call. Good call.
The Lions again standing at halfback away from Brown to Terry Hill. Hill again having plenty of time to offload. Brown, this is Andrew Frew. Look at the speed of Frew. He burns the turf. He stands them up. Again, he has got blistering pace. Blinding speed off the mark. And Frew has made them look silly on that left-hand side of the Western Suburbs defensive line again.
Here in the background, Terry Hill and I think it was Travis Baker. But the offload by Hill was a beauty. He should have been stopped here, Hill. 2 players committed to the tackle, the offload, and that's when the alarm bell started ringing. Nice offload by Brown. And then Frew, as we said before, got a lot of pace there, and he looks like the other Western Suburbs players are standing still. The smile comes to his face as he advances the ball near the post. And he won't score an easier try than that, but the footwork was fantastic.
Conversion from Brown. Flags in the air. And this scoreline starting to become a little embarrassing for Western Suburbs. 32-4. 60 seconds remaining in this first half. Now from Brown to Lions, there's runners everywhere. And they're giving Lions plenty of time too, Western Suburbs, I mean. They're not shutting him down. Reeves played it. He's got it back again from Cliffy Lyons. Miniver desperately trying to get up off the deck so he could stand at markup. 17 Neil Turney, who's been busy.
You could see Lyons scheming on the left-hand side. What's he got up his sleeve? Oh!
Lyons to Menzies again. You're a genius, Pennick. He had something up his sleeve, and look at Beaver Menzies. He's smiling like a carpet snake in a foul house.
Oh, that's the 100. That's the 100 tries.
Exactly.
Well, you could see Lyons. He was really trying to get a message to Menzies, and that's what the message was. Come off my left shoulder. And there's Menzies there, gallops into a hole. 100 tries for Steve Menzies. 300 first-grade games for Cliff Lyons. How many times has he done this? Doesn't he hit a hole well, Menzies?
He did well to pull it in too, because the pass was a little behind him. But he has got arms 3 metres long, Menzies. Just there, see, did well. So he joins a couple of legendary forwards.
See, the great quality that Cliff Lyons has is he gets people to ball watch. And you'll see George Arliss and a couple of Western Suburbs defenders watch the ball. And when they're watching the ball, Lyons slots the ball into a hole. And Menzies was able to grab that ball and run through and score his 100th first-grade try.
18 metres out and 12 in from the Western touchline. Scoreline, an ever-increasing one for Manly. 7 tries already in this game. Brown, successful, kicking pretty well today. 38-4. Menzies gets his 100th. Down to you, Warren.
It's turning into a Lions-Menzies tribute match, isn't it? Look at this. The little dummy on the inside, and Steve Georgalis fell for it on the outside. He should have kept his eye on Steve Menzies, but he just started to fade in. And Cliff Lyons, with a blink, says, there's another one. I've notched up one more. Great half of football by Manly.
All Manly, they lead here at Brookvale at half-time, 38-4. Stay with us. We'll come back with the second half shortly. And the second 40-minute section, Manly defending the northern end of Brookvale Oval, where you wouldn't read about it. Lions to Menzies, but this time the latter puts it on the deck.
Well, he didn't expect the pass, Menzies. He thought Lyons was going to run the ball.
They are human.
Lyons catches the ball on the full, runs it down the short side, and Menzies just didn't expect the football. Yeah, took his eyes off the ball. So a nice chance for Western Suburbs to start this second half on a positive note.
They've got plenty of troops in the centre of the ruck, the Western Suburbs side, and they're throwing it around. Now this is McGuinness again, who kicks for little McGuinness, and they're going to come up with a miraculous try, are they?
Did he get the ball down?
Waiting for Muxin Jad. That's a try, all right.
Yeah, they looked like they were going nowhere. A lot of passing, but no forward movement. But then McGuinness kicked the ball into the in-goal. Deft kick too it was.
And little Kevin McGuinness, the try scorer.
The pass was just going all lateral stuff, no forward movement, and Manly coping with everything Western Suburbs were throwing at them. Diniver, a nice wide pass. There looked to be a bit of room out there.
Cade Mosley, he too got it away to Kevin McGuinness. Flick pass to Ken McGuinness.
It was like a game of touch.
Yeah, there was plenty of people handling in that. Might even be a world record. for the amount of people involved in the try.
And that was a critical kick there. It was a good kick as well by Kenny McGuinness, off to his brother Kevin. And one thing, Kevin's got plenty of speed.
Here's Baker from a long way out and not successful. 38 points to 8. Damien Driscoll takes a strong run. It took 3 Western Suburbs players to get him down. Kosef, this time to Owen Cunningham. He's filled, 25 out from the west line. They come the short side and now change the point of the attack back to Cliff Lyons. Drifts across field, prior to finding Torrens. Lyons goes to dummy half. Kosef at first receiver. We've seen a lot of that today. Brown away to Graham Mackay, big and strong. He drives and pushes his way through. Just 5 metres out. Another chance. Andrew Frew on the short side. We've got a couple of tries. And that's tackle 5, says Muxin Jadwat.
They're going to run it.
Long pass to Lyons. Little kick over the top. The Manly chase is impeccable. There are 3 of them there. And that will be a try to John Hapawate.
Who wants to score? There was 3 or 4 of them there, although the referee's going to go to the referee's board. But Lyons summed it up again.
I don't think there's any doubt about that try at all.
The numbers were there, and Lyons took the good option. Does Menzies get it down, or is it Hapawate? It goes to Hapawate.
It's Hapawate.
Yes, has he controlled the football? I don't know. I'd like to have another look at that, though.
That's a try for all money.
Let's have a look at little sticky at that. There's 3 Manly players there. Who's going to pick it up?
The referee, Graham West. As we wait for the green light. And that scoreline really starting to blow out now. And Manly getting their 8th try after just a couple of minutes of play in the second half. Now the halfback, Adam Brown, will attempt a difficult conversion. 18 metres out and about 7 metres in from the eastern touchline. You've got a good angle, a good view of the angle he was working with. Unsuccessful. 42-8.
I believe it. Manly just set out the message. Complete the sets and step it up a gear. They're hungry.
Reeves away from the first tackle.
Offline.
Gary Davis now through. Andrew Frew, who's had an excellent game, from Terry Hill away to Brown. Long pass again to Cliff Lyons, who again finds himself with plenty of time. Menzies back to Hapawate, and he's tackled by John Skandalis, who did well to match it in pace with Hapawate, albeit for a short sprint. Kosef, Graham Mackay, short pass which he couldn't handle. Well, Manly get a penalty.
They're all offside. Referee's right on the spot. You'll find out. Will they take the tap?
Nothing going right for Western Suburbs.
Yes, they do. Here comes Lyons.
Lyons, will he kick? Will he pass? He passes to Steve Menzies for the 4th time today. Lyons to Menzies, try time.
It's getting monotonous now. Lyons to Menzies. How many times are we going to see it?
Oh, I could watch it all day. It's not monotonous. They're both wonderful players.
It was always on. Lyons to Menzies on the inside. There it is there. They're all offside, Western Suburbs. The mistake there by Mackay. Referee's got no option but to penalise. And then it was always going to go to the left-hand side. It was always going to be Lyons inside the Menzies. There's Lyons here. Inside, Menzies charges through the hole. And that's try 101. That's a big effort.
Now Brown has struck that sweetly. Flags in the air. Scoreline 48 points to 8. Now through Dinova, they come to the open side. Kevin McGuinness got plenty of pace. Hasn't seen much room to move this afternoon. Has received no quality football to speak of. Travis Baker away to Harvey Howard, picking the legs up, trying to get the pace going. Mesh up. Dummy to Skandalis. And Western Suburbs about 9 metres out from Manly's line. 48-8 they trail. Can they get a try on the board? Matt Spence getting very close. All thought about reaching out. Would have certainly been a penalty. He was stopped, and here's Travis Baker. He gets his 2nd try of the afternoon and thoroughly deserves it. He's been Western Suburbs' best player by a long way.
It's a nice little run by Mesha. Mesha's always doing his best to have a go. And then Spence looked like he was going to push his way over. Sedaris holds on for grim life. And then just a simple offload, and it was almost too soft to believe. Baker just goes through and he can't believe it. Straight in under the post.
And speaking of Baker, he's going to attempt the conversion from 11 metres out, a couple of metres to the left of the uprights. Still 22 minutes remaining in this game. Flags in the air. 48 points to 14 at the 58th minute mark. Matthew Fuller for the Western Suburbs side, tackled on his own 30. 48 to 14 the scoreline. Still 19 remaining in this game. Away comes Matthew Spence. A head massage there for the tackler, Graham Mackay. Now from Mesha to Leo Dinova, who half volleys and miraculously pulled that in. This is John Skandalis playing in jumper number 10. 7 on their own side of halfway. Mesha. Bit of a roll on now by virtue of some fast play to balls. Baker to Hodgson. They've got some support. Here's little McGuinness. They won't catch him. He's fleet of foot and he'll put the ball down under the black dot. That was nice play from Western Suburbs.
What a wonderful passage of play there by Western Suburbs. That's what they're capable of if they can control the football. There was a number of players involved. Good ball movement, and McGuinness is able to cut through. Nice little play down the short side. Back on the inside, and that's Baker. Good offload on the Hodgson. And then McGuinness gets the football and shows great pace too. He strides in underneath the goalpost for one of the few good moments in this game for Western Suburbs. With some 20 minutes to go, no doubt they'll be hoping for a bit more of that.
Baker's attempting another 2-pointer from right in front. No problem with that. 48 to 16 here at Brookvale Oval. Manly over Western Suburbs. Sorry, 48 to 20 over the pardon. Western Suburbs with something of a chance to get another try on the board. They've scored 4 this afternoon. Marland out to Baker. This time to McGuinness. He might get there. Inside pass to Kevin. Can he get try number 3 this afternoon? He certainly can. Kevin McGuinness accepting the pass from his brother. Comes up with his 3rd try of the day.
They have got players like McGuinness. They move the ball to the right. Offloads. Baker too. Hasn't he had a game? McGuinness. Beautiful offload into his brother Kevin. Ken on to Kevin. Lovely try. Nice width there. This Baker too, he's got a bit of potential. And then nice inside pass. On to Kevin McGuinness and does well to just get that ball down.
And Travis Baker was kicked okay today.
He moves very well on his feet, doesn't he? Cut through a couple of times.
He's a determined runner. He's lifted that high in the sky. It's got plenty of height right between the posts. And Baker brings the scoreline up a little further. Manly 48, Western Suburbs 26. Completing Harvey Howard, taken from the field about 6 or 7 minutes ago with a leg injury. Coxon trying to rubber kick the ball through. They've come up against Western Suburbs. Skandalis, he thinks about kicking, throws it out the back. Coxon was there. He decides to give it a miss. Picked up by Terry Mesha. Back to Steve Georgianis, who gets the 4-pointer.
Oh, luck's a 14 rugby league. It was just thrown about everywhere. But fortunately for Western Suburbs, one of the few pieces of luck they've had this afternoon, although you make your own luck.
48 to 30.
There was just a little dribble through. It was Scott Coxon. Bit of luck there. And then we see Georgialis scoop it up on the inside. Back on the inside there to John Skandalis. And he doesn't know where to throw it. Throws it back. And then the ball goes astray. Mesha looked like he was going to score here. A beautiful offload on the right-hand side. And Georgialis claims a very, very, very good try there.
Here's a kick now from Travis Baker. And successful. 48-32. If you wanted to see tries in a game of rugby league, you've watched the right game. 15 scored in this match so far.
A try fest.
When touch footy.
Siren will sound any tick of the clock. In fact, it just went off in the background now as Tate Mosley takes the last tackle of the match, and Manly 48 defeating Western Suburbs 32. And a try fest, we've used the word all afternoon. It just about sums it up best.
On the 7th day, God created Cliffy. I think that's very, very appropriate. 300 games for Cliffy Lyons, and he was involved in a number of them today.
full-time scoreline here at Brookvale Oval in this round 19 clash. Manly 48, Western Suburbs 32.
This has been a Fox Sports production.